Hey everybody, it's Tracy. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We're going on a walk. So every night I get at least 10 minutes of steps in. And in my small rural town here, that usually means that I walk the residential neighborhoods or I go downtown and look at the storefronts, and that's what we're going to do tonight. While we're talking and I'm giving you an update. And right now it's Friday night. Chiefs are playing. It's halftime, so I thought I'd go ahead and get my walk in. And it's cold tonight. Gosh, it hasn't been this cool at all since we've been walking. Usually I have CO and Trent along with me. Sometimes Logan and his girlfriend as well. But I thought I would give you all an update as to what's been going on today. And so we'll get into that as we go here. So this morning, Friday, September 5th, I had my next scheduled appointment for fertility. What that involved today was that I was going to the fertility doctor for a follicular ultrasound. And so all these different terms, and I'm just going to tell you guys exactly what it is in simplistic terms here. But a follicular ultrasound basically is counting how many viable eggs I have at this moment, since we are trying for conception on this cycle. So I went in, and it's quite the drive to get there. It's almost 2 hours for us to drive into the city, but I love the team and staff there. So I would do it every day if I had to, because I absolutely love the connection that's established with that team. It was difficult to get in there and set that first appointment, even with a referral, but once I was, things went a lot better. Small town, but it doesn't mean that it's not busy. Tonight's Friday night. It also means that we've got a hometown football game happening at the same time. Pretty cloudy out. All right, we're heading downtown. So my follicular ultrasound, I didn't know what to expect exactly. I knew what the process was talking about doing, but I didn't know as far as how my body would feel going through it, because honestly, my last kind of appointment that I had there, I had to have a saline ultrasound, or a saline sonogram it was. And through that, it's not that it was painful by any means, and it was a very quick process, and they definitely know what they're doing. But as they're doing that saline sonogram, there's a lot of pressure that you're feeling, and it's maybe 5 minutes in length, but it's like having an extremely bad cramp day as it's happening. So for that 5 minutes, you feel a lot of pressure, a lot of discomfort. And so I thought that this appointment was going to be similar to that. But to my surprise, and am I grateful? Oh yes, I'm grateful. It was nothing like that at all. So today's ultrasound, it was just with a wand, and still 5 minutes or so, and checking each ovary to see about the size of any viable eggs. And so as I was in there, it was the same tech that I had before, and so we already knew each other. obviously in an intimate way. And so I was put at ease knowing that it was the same staff, same team that I've had previously. So while it was going on, I did ask her, like, what's the procedure here? And are you going to be the one to give me my results? And she told me, no, she wouldn't be able to give me the results itself, that gets sent over to my nursing and doctors and staff. So you'll hear me get quiet. It's because there's other folks around. I'm just trying to be considerate. So we have a pizza parlor that's open this evening, and that's where that was. Have folks and families going in. So she said that my team was going to be the one to go over that, and that they would then notify me of my test results in the portal and tell me directives from there. And I mentioned that I had to get a trigger shot and that I was told to bring it with me. And so I thought that I was going to get some instructions on how to use the trigger shot or something like that. And she, of course, at first was a bit concerned because you're supposed to keep it refrigerated. And but what she didn't know is that I packed a thermos with some ice and had my trigger shot with me, and keeping it at a cool temp. So anyhow, she told me that the procedure was done. It only took 5 minutes or so. Checking each side, she did apply more external pressure on my left side as she was doing it, just to get a clear image, I'm guessing. And she told me that if I would just wait in the lobby for a minute, she'd have a nurse come in and talk to me about that shot and how you do that. So I was in the waiting room for just a little bit, and Trent loves going because he can talk to anybody. And so he had a little man group going on over there, talking with all the men and playing with the little kids. And so quickly the nurse called me back, and I thought we were just doing a consultation. And she put me into one of the rooms so that we could talk. And she told me immediately that my test results were already in. And she said that I had a very beautiful egg ready to go, and that my team wanted me to take the trigger shot today before 1 p.m. And so since I had it with me, I told her, I thought that you were going to tell me how to do it. I'm assuming it's just in my stomach. And she agreed, and so she showed me the administration of the trigger shot, and we went ahead and did it right there in the office. And she informed me that my procedure, my actual IUI insemination, was going to occur tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. So, surprise, surprise, everything's in order and looking good that they had me go ahead and do that trigger shot. And that's just going to induce ovulation so that we can do the procedure tomorrow. So, big exciting news that I wasn't exactly prepared for. I mean, I'm prepared for it. It's just that I thought that I had, a little bit more like a week to go because of my normal cycle. So the results came back, and I have on my right side a very beautiful, almost 22 millimeter egg, which is right in perfect range. Because with eggs, you don't want them too small and you don't want them too big. And so that's right in range. On my left side, I have an egg there that could potentially be viable, but at that very moment, it was considered small. It was like just under 9 millimeters. And so, anyhow, I have one very beautiful egg, I'm told. And she told me that doesn't mean that I couldn't have multiples or twins off of one egg. It has been done before, but we'll just have to see how that big, beautiful egg performs. So, big things happening today is going back to the fertility clinic tomorrow on a Saturday. I just kept reconfirming with her tomorrow, Saturday. And she said, yeah, that she was on call. She'd be the one doing it with me. And so we got the instructions on what we need to do to have the process take place tomorrow. So, anyhow, pretty big news. I wasn't expecting it all today. Feelings. I am I'm not going to say pessimistic. I'm like very logical when it comes to things. And I try not to put the cart before the horse. And so right now I am just taking things step by step. But when we talk about excitement, Trent is excited. He is ecstatic, dancing and bouncing in the car as he's driving home. So he's got lots of feelings, and he just has it both for us right now. I am excited. It's just, it's a very wait and see. So as we're going here. Once again, there's people out, so just trying to be respectful as I'm talking about these just very openly. I am on my headset, obviously, but, it is a private matter. Maybe walking in front of the library and honestly our gas station, which is one of the only places that has hot food at night, other than the pizza shop. So, trying to be mindful of the families around us. Oh, goodness. Well, guys, I can see my front yard. I know, small town living. So we actually live 2.5 blocks from downtown in this tiny rural town. But that's what's going on. Tomorrow is conception day. So while I am a realist and I try not to get overly excited, I try not to make big plans that might not work out, I can tell you that I'm feeling really optimistic, which is not like me. My realist brain usually tries to hide that and think of things in little bits, but I'm feeling optimistic. I was definitely telling Trent that, I've been doing everything and everything's come up golden, and I'm not hoping for a letdown at all, but I just feel really confident that I'm doing all the work and it's planned out and it's time, and I feel like with the help from this team, we're gonna have a success, even this first time. So I will keep y'all posted, but that's today. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.